So this has been a huge week for geospatial AI. Some really, really important things have happened over the last 7 or 8 days. Now, this is a Geospatial 2.0 talk, and in really what has come out these last few weeks, and I think the power of geospatial AI is really redefining how we understand and interact with the world around us. So let's start at the very top. A really important report was released just in the last couple of days. It was written by the Turing Institute in the UK, and it was commissioned by the Geospatial Commission. And it's a really important discussion around land use planning. And what they've done in this report is basically break down the whole world of geospatial AI. I'm going to include a link above or below this talk to that actual report so you can read it. And I've actually got a shorter link which summarizes it as well, which I'll include. But in that report, they cover some really key areas. They talk a lot about satellite data and how the currency, how we can quickly get that data, we can combine it with other geospatial data sets and really produce some new insights that we've never had before. Generative AI, it talks about, gives people the ability who are non-experts to actually ask questions of that data. Simple questions, complex on the back end. So really big parts of the report are there. They also highlight a couple of things. Again, all this is coming out of the UK. A couple of sites which are worth you looking at. Again, I'll include links to them. One of them is called Satlas, as in Atlas, but Satlas. You can actually log into the site and you can view and download data which has been processed by machine learning, geospatial data processed by machine learning, which are focused on particular areas. So go look at that site. There's some really amazing data there. Again, you can download all of that data, Satlas. The second one is called, and I'm looking at my notes, Demolab. Excuse me for that. So Demolab is in that Geospatial Commission's report. And Geolab is some work that's been done in the UK, again, focused on land use, using satellite imagery. The initial focus of it is actually in Newcastle, which is in northern England, and how planners can better use geospatial data in combination with AI to make better decisions before they actually take any action. And in Newcastle itself, currently, they need to add 1,000 new homes to the city between now and 2030. So there's a lot of development that's needed. To get insight before they take action is really the goal of this particular prototype, as they call it. And you can actually get access to the prototype. Again, I'll give you a link to that to try it out. So some really critical things are happening around this whole world of geospatial AI. Now, I take note from Ed Parsons. He actually made a comment off of the report and said, it's all well and good having LLMs which can do all this clever stuff. And again, ChatGPT is one of the most notable LLMs out there. But LLMs are really poor at answering geographic questions. And that's our big challenge. The other huge thing that happened over the last week has been the Niantic announcement. Now, Niantic are the guys behind Pokemon Go, and they've been collecting all that data over these years. And they've come up with a large geospatial model, an LGM. And the analogy that has been used to describe what an LGM is as follows. An LLM is as if you've got a librarian who's read every book in the world and can answer any question that you've got. What's the capital of France, for example? There's a geographic question. An LGM is like someone that's walked every street in the world, every back path in the world, and has got that knowledge in their head. That's what the potential of an LGM is. Now, we haven't heard a lot about what the Niantic work is, where it's finally going to go to, what they're doing. It's very early doors, but it was announced this week. And again, I'll give you a summary article below this or above or below this talk about that. But I think it's a really important thing. And I'm not quite sure Ed's comment about LLMs and the drawbacks of LLMs. It could be that LGMs are the solution to that problem. So again, a huge week for geospatial AI, lots of new announcements, a ton of this coming out of the UK. So well done to the Brits. But this is a really exciting time. And as I track this stuff and I see more and more really fascinating announcements around the world of AI and geospatial. And on that point, if you're interested in keeping up to date with all things geospatial that are new, please sign up to the newsletter that I got a link to. Join the Geospatial 2.0 community. I try my hardest to keep folks in touch with what's new, what's going on in the world of geospatial, the new expanding world. So again, come join that community. For today, love your comments, love any feedback you've got. Like this, follow me, follow Geospatial 2.0, and I'll do another one of these talks very soon.